The police administration is concerned that in parts of the Cape Flats, members of the crime scene may be attacked and pelted with stones. Western Cape Police Commissioner Thembisile Patekile warned communities that attacks on officers would not be tolerated. Manenberg CPF said that stoning of police officers is often due to a lack of trust between residents and the police. The Western Cape Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Thembisile Patekile, issued a stern warning the Cape Flats communities, who have resorted to throwing stones, target police officers who are looking at the scene, especially in areas like Manenberg. Police say more and more officers are being attacked by locals, who prevent them from performing their duties or arresting suspects. In many cases, officers are pelted with stones while their vehicles and equipment are targeted and damaged. Patekile urged residents cooperate with integrated forces in the region to contribute a safer environment for all who live there. Community members involved in criminal activities should not expect any mercy when they find themselves on the wrong side of the law, because they will be treated accordingly. In recent weeks, News 24 reported that stoning cases have become so severe that in some cases, officers are often left with no choice but to release suspects and leave the area. In the most recent stoning attack, less than 3 weeks ago, on March 11th, law enforcement was attacked by residents who targeted and damaged their vehicles and equipment. Police spokesman Lieutenant Colonel Malcolm Poji said at the time members were blocked by community members from influencing the arrest of a suspected drug dealer. This action of the community cannot be tolerated and therefore calls on communities to cooperate with law enforcement. Police said police officers being attacked by residents helped wanted suspects evade arrest. They added that the recent wave of attacks on SAPS members and other law enforcement officers at the Manenberg police station was sad and unwarranted. Integrated forces deployed in region aim to serve these communities and fight the scourge of gang violence in region. This community action cannot be tolerated, is therefore a call for communities to cooperate with law enforcement, Poji said. Pictures. We are the Gatval, Cape Town suburb residents build wall to deter crime. Wayne Dyson, spokesman for the City of Cape Town Police Department, confirmed that its members were also attacked during an incident in Manenberg and 2 of their vehicles were badly damaged. Dyson said last week, on Tuesday, March 21st, officers were again pelted with stones after residents set fire to tires during the protest in Dunu. Officers were stoned after an illegal structure was damaged. Fortunately, no attendants were injured and our vehicles were not damaged. Guy Lamb, a political science professor at Stellenbosch University, said the stone-throwing incidents could be attributed to many historical and political factors, with the protests being against poor service delivery and bad policing. Devastating. Going back to 1970s and 1980s, there were security forces throwing stones at them from the freedom movement during protests in Cape Flats. Lamb said that stone throwing at police is often carried out by low-ranking gangsters and young men who want to cause trouble without access to guns. Vernon Visigi, head of the Manenberg Community Policing Forum, echoed Lamb's sentiments, saying that the increase in stone-throwing attacks against officers was due to a lack of trust between residents and police. Over time, senior cops warn residents because it's not obvious. There is total disrespect for uniformed cops. Residents cannot be allowed to break the law like this. Some parents cover up for their kids. Stone the officers. That's wrong, Visigi said. Find out using News 24's crime check. According to the CPF, what is happening in the region is destructive. We are seeing more and more cases of public violence being filed against the police every day, and that's pretty sad, Visigi said. He added that the police administration must be firm in its warnings to residents that these attacks will not be tolerated. Western Cape CPF head Franz Einer Lucas said they are aware of the increase in grinding incidents in the Cape Flats. The people who are told by gangsters to do this sort of thing are mostly children. We're very concerned about this because same residents who stone our cops are the same residents who call police when they're attacked or when gangsters kill their family members, he said. The CPF said it urged residents to refrain from these criminal activities and let the police do their job. If our residents are caught stoning our officers, they should be arrested so they can be brought to trial, said Lucas.